Yeah, it brings a lot of confidence. It's great being in the mix. It hurts to lose. Ever since I was a little kid, I hate losing. But it's part and parcel of the journey these days, and it only makes you stronger and makes you kind of more determined to get a win. Um, but I spoke to my brother this morning, and he's like, you'd have a problem if you weren't putting yourself in that position. And although he doesn't play too much golf anymore, he's kind of one of my role models. So when he said that, I took it on board a little bit more and realized that, the problem is not that I hit a bad shot at the wrong time. The problem would be if I wasn't putting myself in that position. But I was there taking a shot at it, and you kind of shoot for the stars, and I'll hit one of those stars again sooner or later. I think the problem is in this day and age, you need like shocking, whether it be headlines or stuff on social media, that grab people's attention. Um, but a lot of the time, that's only a fraction of the story, and I get it. I totally understand it, but people can get pulled into that idea um, of everything was negative, and you like being relatively experienced, you know that there's going to be stuff that's going to come your way, whether it's like a small bump or a massive wall that's going to be in your way. Where mentally with golf, it's a roller coaster ride, but that's why we do it. That's why we love it, because you never know what's around the corner, and you've got to deal with stuff that will make you stronger and probably make you a better person. It For me, for sure. I mean, speak to the Scottish guys. I can still be fiery, but I was quite fiery when I was younger, and I've tempered that and channeled it, and it's made me better off the course, give me more patience. But yeah, you just got to if you tell yourself you look at the positives all the time, it's funny how it comes round. You will feel positive about it, but if you just say negative stuff all the time, negative self-talk will slowly but surely creep into the way you think and the way you look at stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I was annoyed I didn't win, but for me, I didn't do anything wrong. The shot I hit at the Belfry was because I was indecisive. I didn't make a clear decision, and that's on me. That's not on anybody else, and That's why it hurt a lot more. But this one, I was like, look, my viewpoint was, you're gonna have to hit a great shot down the stretch to win a tournament. There's an opportunity here. If you don't take it, you're gonna regret it, and I don't regret taking it. Um, because if I pulled it off, I feel that I could have left myself in a good position, whether to get up and down or two putt, and then you win the tournament. Being 60 and grey and old, and thinking why didn't I take it on and made in Denmark, that would eat at me for a long time. Yeah, discuss it on an hourly basis. Um, yeah, I mean, as far as I know, nobody really knows. Um, the only thing I would say is that um, I believe, and irrespective of what it is, I believe that if you can have more tournaments on a global stage, it's better for golf. Um, and the example I will give you of that is that if you said to anybody who watches tennis, right, I'm going to take Wimbledon, I'm going to put that in America. I'm going to take Australian Open, I'm going to put that in America. I'm going to take French Open and put it over there, as opposed to the situation it is at the moment. Is that better for tennis, or is that worse for tennis? It's great for America, but I would say it's worse for the game in general. And I would say when you take big tournaments like this, whether you go down to Australia, where you go to the Middle East, where you go to Japan, all those places, like having big tournaments there really makes a difference. And if you want to galvanize people, and like I said, the first point, if if you want kids to, you know, actually see the people as opposed to seeing them on TV and see how they swing it and see the flight on the ball and, you know, get a signed hat from them. That's what for me makes a difference. And when you can play, maybe the next day you get the opportunity to play the course that these guys played, that's a cool thing. So I think moving forward, you know, I believe that is one of the best things for the game. With regards to everything else, I honestly don't know what's going to happen. Is there more money that's going to come in? Maybe.
Can I just follow real quick?
You know, it's under certain. I think it would be just under the conditions, whatever conditions they want to come back. Because obviously, a lot of people were told, like, if you go, that's you're going to be, you're not going to be gone. And I still speak to the guys that play in there. I'm fine with it. Like if I was offered, you know, sums that you've seen in the papers and I was older, would I take it? Maybe. That's their decision. Everybody's got a different decision. You've got to respect that. I think it's just tough when it was outlined in certain times where if you go, you probably won't come back. That's where the problem is. Because not on their part. It's just like what conditions do they come back on, and how do they come back into the system? Because our tour is a lot about the better you play, the more status you have. The more status you have, the more opportunities it gives you to play in the better tournaments. So where do they fit into that? And I don't know, that's for someone way above my pay grade to decide, but the conditions of that coming back would be a big thing.